Hello! This video demonstrates new exciting features of iLangL DNN Resource Connector. For this demo, I am using DNN 7.2 in the clouds. This connector supports resource localization from Resx files, .NET assemblies, and Microsoft Silverlight applications. In this demo, we will localize all these types. Let's localize iLangL model itself, because all resources of this model are stored in a single .NET assembly. Also, we are going to localize iLangL operational model HIL, that is a Microsoft Silverlight application, and feedback model from .NET New Forge, which is placed at Contact Us page. This will be a good example of Resx files localization. Let's switch website to German locale. As you can see, there are no localized resources for all these models. We will create a project from template. Let's change project name. To add content to the project, we need to navigate to Content tab. Resource Connector is not yet available in this list. It is because this connector can have access to all website resources, and this is why we need superuser permissions to enable it in our model. It can be done once in iLangL model settings, and without these settings we can't use it. Currently, I am logged in like a superuser and I am able to do it. And now we can add resource content to our project. We select Resource Connector from this list and press Add Content button. Let's pick German, like a target language. And now we'll choose .NET Assembly with iLangL resources. Then, in Desktop Models folder, we choose all resources for feedback model. And subfile that is usually placed in client bin folder, where resources for Silverlight application are stored. Let's take a look at content which we have chosen. As you can see, all resource types are present in our project. Silverlight resources, resources embedded in .NET assemblies, and Resx files. When we have added all necessary resources, we are starting a new project. Let's open Configuration task. And we navigated to HIL. In Configuration task, you can see all added content. There are the resources from Resx files. Let's open one of them. You can see list of segments. HTML content separated from text, and here you can see wrapped inline text. You can see resource identifiers above each segment. Repeated resources identifiers means that the resource text is too big and additional segmentation were applied. This is segmented resource element. And we can look at iLangL resources. It looks the same, but contains much more resources. Let's send all the content to translation task. This process can take some time. When it's done, let's navigate to translation task. We have navigated to translation task. Let's look at statistic. We have to translate more than 7,000 words. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to translate it in the scope of this demo, and to speed up the process I will use machine translation. This is how translated content looks like. Resource Connector can extract comments, and here you can see the comment for the selected segment. Additional validation rule was implemented to validate resource format items. Let's find format items in current content. Here you can see the case, and what I'm going to do is replace format item with wrong data to violate validation rule. After this modification, we can see warning icon. If I click at this icon, I can find warning explanation. Let me revert these changes to move forward. When I fixed this error, warning item disappeared. Now, let's publish the content and take a look at the result. We need to select all content and send to publish task. And now, when content is already published, we are back to the project view. In Publishing tab, we can publish target content. To do this, we need to select all content and just press this button. In a couple seconds, we can see the results in iLangL and feedback modules. Now, after successful publishing, let's switch to German locale. And here we can see German localization for these modules and for feedback. To apply localized resources to Silverlight application, in my case, I need to change locale in profile for current user to German. Now, when we refresh application, we see the German localization has been applied to the Silverlight application. So, we can see the results immediately, and right after publishing, we can start post-localization testing for this application. If during testing you find localization error, you can always go back to HILT, return content back to translation task, fix issues, and republish it. If you need to save target content locally, you can find the delivered results in DNN file management. If you navigate there, in iLangL folder, you will find a zip file with name equals to project name. All target resources will be placed there. I download it to show archived content. Target resources in Resx format will be supplied for all resource types. For .NET assemblies, you can additionally find binary resources. For Silverlight application, you can find sub-file with already applied target resources. Or you can manually apply resources in Resx file formats to your applications. That's all what I want to show you about this great connector. Thank you for watching this demo. Goodbye.